Hey guys, it's Jeremiah, Stone Blue Airlines, and we're here at Flite Fest. We are all set up. You can see over here we've got all kinds of gear, and there's a lot of great vendors we're going to walk around and take a look at here in a little bit. A lot of flying going on, which is why we're here. But I wanted you to meet a couple guys. Can I snag you for a second? Absolutely. I know you and your son are building, so tell us what you guys are building up. Show us where you're at in the build process.
We're in the fuselage of the Spectre.
Spectre, all right. And when you started on last night?
Yeah, last night, I don't know, about 4 o'clock.
So what's the plan? To hopefully get the build done maybe today and
try and maiden it and see
what
we do.
Yeah,
laminate the rest and bam.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out with us and for the purchase. And guys, we'll look forward. We'll try to get their maiden on film.
Wasn't very hard either to start that Spectre build, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't at all.
Yeah, it's a great aircraft. It's a good starter aircraft, and it's a great aircraft to go for FPV. So we'll get these guys up maiden. And what's great on an aircraft like that, it's usually one toss and they're flying. So we'll be back. I want to go see a little bit more what's going on in the show. Hey guys, we're here with Mark Radcliffe with the AMA, and he's going to give us a little breakdown on what's going on really with the hobby right now and what the FAA is trying to do and shut our hobby down. It's not cool.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are very much in support of the hobby, of course, and the pilots that are here. I mean, we've got what, 500 some pilots. I mean,
it's amazing, absolutely amazing event. This is I can't believe the first time they're having this and the turnout. So they obviously have a huge following.
Absolutely.
The flight test group and. But yeah, AMA, these recent rulings from FAA, interpretive rule it's called, they're taking what was a public law. AMA is covered, has any modeler that flies AMA, we have insurance, we're covered for flying at our fields under our rules, and they're sort of twisting that definition, and they're trying to put some clamps on some things, and basically FPV they're really wanting to clamp down on. AMA has a very responsible FPV safety rule. It's been thoroughly reviewed by a committee which consists of FPV pilots all around the nation, and it was approved. And you know, if you're flying in an AMA field, flying under those rules, there should be no reason that the FAA gets involved. But they're trying to get into, you know, flying under.
And they're not just trying to shut down hobbyists, they're also trying to shut down park flyers. I mean, it's funny how they're literally going after everyone and then taking their definition and just spinning it however they want, and yet it doesn't really seem like they're not really consulting with you guys anymore. They were doing it, and I don't know if it was like a handshake and a slap on the back, and then, you know, then they basically don't seem to really care what people have to say right now. Do whatever we want to do.
We've been in negotiations with FAA for several years, and it's been going great, and all of a sudden this just came from out of the back room, and we don't know where it came from. And so we've been to Washington, we've talked to them. AMA is working on this 24/7, fighting this. You know, there's a comment period. What AMA modelers need to do is to get on AMA website, www.modelaircraft.org. It brings it right up on the page, what's going on. Hit that link, there's a video on there, explains this, AMA's position, and then you can push another button and go to FAA and put your comments in. The comment period was for 30 days only, which ended July 25th, 2014. However, AMA asked for an extension. We got it. It's now September 23rd.
Yeah, that's great. Well, since they keep extending their own deadline on actually trying to figure out what they're doing, why can't they give us one?
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, and let the modeler's voice be heard. You know, and I know a lot of FPV pilots may not fly at AMA fields, but guys, get behind the AMA, support them, join, and go fly at some of the AMA fields. Get connected with some of the modelers that know nothing about FPV. Start educating, and that's what we need to do, because there's a bit of a disconnect between line of sight pilots and FPV pilots, and I've flown both. You need to know how to do both to do FPV successfully. So thank you for your time, and thank you for what you guys do fighting on our behalf too. So
thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Alright, so most of you guys know Video Aerial System is known for their EPP aircraft, but if you look behind me, This guy is building out a foam board. Now I know we're at Flite Fest, but has he crossed over? Is he part of their team now? He's crossed over to foam board? Mark, what are you doing?
I'm building a bloody wonder.
What for?
Anytime you tell me I get to go break something, I'm gonna go break it.
All right, guys, so there's gonna be a challenge a little bit later, and apparently we're building up one so we can do a little in-air combat. We didn't want to be left out, and we can't bring our own wings because we'd surely dominate, right? So. Todd stopped by our booth, I don't know, late afternoon.
Late afternoon yesterday.
He made the plunge into the quadcopter, so we got him hooked up with the X-Hover Pro, the carbon, and did a little building for him last night. He's already had, what, a flight or so on it?
Yep, I had a quick hover test last night just to make sure everything was good, everything worked great. First thing this morning, got up about 7 o'clock, nobody was on the flight line. I snuck out there, took it out and did some quick circuits with it.
So this is your first time FPVing on a quad, right?
This will be my first time FPVing.
All right, so he's about to FPV the quad. You've been FPVing for how long now?
Only about 6 months, but it's always been on planes, which is a lot easier, I think.
So, and FPV is addicting, it truly is. I mean, did you fly line of sight before that at all?
Yes, yeah, I've been flying line of sight for like probably 20 years.
And it's still fun. It's fun to go between the two, but it's neat to be under the goggles and fly around and pass everybody. So, you mind if we catch your first flight on FPV on this?
Not a problem.
All right, guys, let's get it in the air and we'll see what happens here. It's minute. You probably need to dial you some expo. That'll help.
Awesome. All 4 props.
Everything's good.
Nothing. Yeah, little grass. That's it.
Thing's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. That was.
Well, just to recap
That was
again.
incredible.
Well, just to recap again. That was an incredible maiden, and on top of that too, the only reason you went down is because somebody shot you down.
Yeah, and I chose to go down. Somebody was on my frequency. Once I lost video signal, the best thing to do at that point was, just set it in. I had 3 minutes on this before doing any FPV, so that's how comfortable it is in the air. It was a great setup. You know, I had the custom build done, and I would do it again, absolutely.
To give the viewers an idea, the reason Jeremiah is not here right now is he's having a little bit of an educational talk.
Jeremiah thought that he would go down and inform the uninformed party that courtesy would be to come down to the FPV line.
Why don't you come in frame there, Jeremiah?
Nobody's on that frequency before they decide to go flying.
Well, we just had a couple guys that weren't flying in the designated non-FPV, non-commercial area, and they weren't meaning to. But when you're flying on some of the 5/8 channels, they can be really close together. And I think what happened is he just flew in real close to you, and all of a sudden, because you were right here and his aircraft was right there, and it just overpowered both. So he lost his video signal. So what was our damage? So totally destroyed.
Lost the battery, the antenna broke off.
Oh my gosh, I mean,
I can't find the camera, and I need to replace 4 props, it looks like.
Gosh, guys, this is why you want to fly one of these, because they literally can take a beating. I don't know, you went in at least 30 miles an hour and stuffed it pretty good, and they're really indestructible. Guys, pay attention when you're flying FPV, especially with your buddies, and watch your frequency and double check stuff, because everybody wants to keep flying. Guys, as you can see, there's a lot of people here. They're expecting up to 600 pilots. Of that mix of FPV pilots and line of sight pilots, we've got foam board. Look at this foam board stuff, guys. Stop here. You got to show this stuff off. How long did it take you to build these?
Probably each one, maybe, I don't know, 15 hours. 15 hours.
It's amazing what you can do with foam board. I saw these earlier. I was like, is that wood? What are they building that on? Both sides? I'm like, oh my gosh, it is all foam. I mean, beautiful scale aircraft, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
So there's all kinds of aircraft here. Of course, Flite Test is big with the foam board, and it really is a really cool medium to build in because it's cheap. You can do a lot of stuff with it, and you really can come away with apparently some amazing designs if you're that kind of craftsman and builder. So, all right, let's take a look at some more stuff. So guys, here we are at Flite Fest. It's an amazing event.
Stone Blue, come on guys.
Sorry, man.
Killing my shot. the Ready Made and Video Aerial Systems booth, and I've got Jeremiah here from Stone Blue. What's going on, bud?
Hey man, I'm having a great time. Flite Fest is awesome. There's so many pilots out here, and it's just great connecting with everybody, hanging out with you guys next door, and just having a great time flying, and lots of FPV, and everybody's just getting along and having a great time. I mean, that is what this hobby is about. It really is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. As you can hear, the music's going off. People are flying everywhere. This is the kind of meet you want to enjoy. So let's go see what else we can find out here. Thanks.
Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. Josh, thanks man for having us.
My pleasure, man.
It's a blessing to be here.
It means a lot.
It's amazing. I mean, look at all these guys building behind us.
Yeah, it's really hard not to get emotional with the seeing all this. The amount of dads connect with their kids, connect with friends. It's truly what this hobby should be all about. And this is actually, I want to take the opportunity because the people that paid it forward. I mean, this was not invested by our own money. We did a Kickstarter, and people paid it ahead of time, saying we hope to make this happen. So they funded it, and then an army of volunteers raised up and actually executed this whole thing. Just a sign of what it means to be
this hobby, I think more than anything else, is a community.
Yeah.
It is a community of friends and builders and like-minded people that we love Flite. We love Flite, and it doesn't matter what it is.
And frankly, without that element, flying is not as much fun.
Yeah.
You gotta do it with people, you gotta do it with friends, and the memories that come from that, even when the bad times happen, it's worth it because you get to trip the whole process over again. And this weekend's definitely been a testimony to it.
Well, I appreciate you guys, and like I said before, you guys were a kickstart. I had been flying for a long time, kind of got out of it, and then I got on YouTube, was kind of hunting around because I was looking for something, kind of wanted to get back, found you guys, and then I started messing with foam board, then I found Ed and started messing with more stuff, and then flying, and then FPV would finish it out, and I'm like, it's been years now, and I've been back in and doing it, and it's just awesome.
You blink your eyes, a month later, the technology's just been renewed.
Yeah.
It's amazing how quickly the technology is growing, but also with the increase of technology, it's making it easier and more affordable. And I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you. Appreciate everything. Hey guys, we're here with Miles. Miles, what are you doing? You're in the build tent.
Yes, I am building a replacement power pod.
Are you planning to enter the contest? That's what I'm guessing.
The
Bloody Wonder contest?
Yes.
All right. You planning to win?
Hopefully.
We'll see how things go. This is great, guys. There are so many people in the build tent building all kinds of different aircraft. I think a lot of people are building the Bloody Wonder because everybody wants to compete in this next event. So let's continue on down the flight line and we'll see what we can see. All right, guys, make a little pit stop with Kevin and his son Colin. They have Spectre-ish aircraft. So you use the Spectre aircraft from Video Aerial as kind of a baseline. And you've got what, Coroplast, you've got foam board, you've got carbon arrows, which are a great way to build.
8-inch plywood for the motor pods.
Look at that. And then you got a little mini version of it too. Guys, it's amazing. I mean, what you can build with a lot of household material, a little duct tape, a little household tape, some hot glue.
Political science.
Yeah. You guys been flying?
Yeah.
All right, let's let him fly. We'll stop bugging him here. All right, guys, we're here with Scott. Scott is a big experimental airline junkie. You've been building a lot of his aircraft, huh?
Yeah, I do, and communicate a lot back and forth with him.
He's got great stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I mean, Ed's got experimental airlines on YouTube. He's got some awesome builds out of foam board too, and just some great aircraft to get started with, and
the
stuff.
Techniques, the arm and wing, and
and this is a beautiful build, man.
Can I get him? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Oh, that was a blast. That was awesome, but I couldn't hit anybody. I get right on them and they pull away. Oh. Occupied!
On final!
Man, my signal is such crap.
Hey, kind of busy.
Hey, get out of the way, you're killing my signal.
No, there's not one more.
I totally can't see worth crap right now. Hey guys, it's Jeremiah, Stone Blue Airlines. I'm here with Anthony from Immersion RC, and this is just the wrap up. You've been here for a few days. We've been here for a few days. We're sunburned.
What a crazy bunch of people.
I know. Flite Fest has been fantastic. So for all the guys at Flite Fest, we thank you guys for having us here. This has been a great event, and what a showcase of pilots and FPV, and I don't know. It's just great. It's a great bunch of guys, and it's a great hobby to be a part of.
I don't know how they'd had an event with 500 people in the same place flying, and no incidents. It's been really impressive.
Yeah, it has been. And you guys are a big part of what these guys are flying. 5.8 is huge. 5.8 is huge, especially when you're on the learning curve of starting FPV and that transition from line of sight. So
yeah, seems to do well.
It was great, man. Okay, pleasure meeting you too.
It's been fantastic,
guys. We'll see you on the next video. We had a blast.
Oh yeah! Holy
Close the window, man. We don't want to get into the.
You got the keys.
Oh my God! Alex has them now.
That is foul. Wow, you've never been to freaking Iraq.
Burn buckets. Burn barrels.
Dude, just drive down the road.
All right, guys. This is Jeremiah from Stone Blue Airlines. This is an illustration of the FPV you don't want to do.
Just saw chunks.
You freaking sissy.
I never want to do that again, ever.
Well, I wasn't laughing so hard, I think I would have thrown up.
You almost did. I couldn't pull the Mobius out in time.